Hello, my name is Creator, and today I'm reviewing Chainsaw Man Chapter 200, titled Toxic Couple. 200 chapters is a milestone, and I would say this chapter is really good for a milestone chapter. But getting into it, it starts off with cutting back to Asa and Denji on the rooftop with different outfits. Finally, they've been wearing whole hobo clothes for like a whole arc, so I'm glad to see her different clothes. It starts off with Asa shooting a bang at the sun. Denji asks why she's doing it, and she says, "The sun's. I hate the sunset because it gives me sunburns." Now, before I even continue, I'm pretty sure this is foreshadowing. I think she's as you know, Asa. The name Asa means day in Japanese, and Yoru means night. So people are speculating that her shooting the sunset, aka she's shooting the night that's coming, saying like, oh, she's going to shoot Yoru. But anyway, that's just a theory. But continuing, Denji gives her some food, and we have a little funny moment where she says it's full of preservatives and it's toxic food. And Denji just says, oh, well, don't eat it then. But she says, I'll eat it because I'm a toxic woman. And he just says, cool. Moving on from that, Asa begins to self-reflect a lot and says how she usually spent her whole days just swallowing in school, hating everyone around her. And she comes to realize that she should just only do fun things and stop thinking about unpleasant things. And she quotes Denji when he said that, and we have another funny moment where Denji forgets he said that, even though he definitely did. And after she finishes her food that Denji brought for her, Yoru takes over and says, we should have a post-meal exercise. And they go off riding on a bike, banging fake saw humans. So not real humans, just like chainsaw created humans, if that makes sense. I mean, obviously you can see in the picture. But I want to go back to this real quick. And I kind of think I see something that Fujimoto's setting up as like, it seems like Denji is more detached and unamused when he's talking with Asa but he's more happy and always smiling with Yoru. And I forgot this, but is this iconic panel, I would say. This is like instantly iconic with Yoru and Denji just laughing or riding the bike after banging civilians, chainsaw men. So what I'm thinking is that Fujimoto is setting up for Denji to like Yoru more than Asa. And later, Denji might tell Asa this, and that will make Asa like completely break mentally, I think. Obviously, I don't know, but that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like is happening. But this is definitely, as the chapter title says, a toxic couple tier thing. But continuing on, they're riding their bike, banging chainsaw men. And Denji notices a shadowy, strange chainsaw man. These are the other ones looks like a big shot. And Yoru says, watch his head. She bangs, and you can't see it, but this is such a hard page. Like, I love this page so much. I don't know. People were saying he parried it, but I saw someone else say that he cut it in half. He cut Yoru's bang in half. I don't know whichever one it is, he knocked it away. You could argue he pushed it away because it bounced off the right building and it bounced into the left one, or you can argue he cut it in half, and that's why both halves are hitting both the buildings. But either way, he knocked it away. And he pretty much just asks Denji, should Chainsaw Man be riding a bicycle with a girl? He then asks again, should the solitary warrior from hell be flirting with the girl? Denji pretty much just says, that's not my backstory, and you don't know me. And they immediately get into action. This is another cool action page where Denji just barely dodges the chainsaw. He transforms, jumps into the sky, and comes down, cutting off Fake Saw's arm. And then Fake Saw says, are you aware of the mistake you just made? What that mistake is, we don't know. But I saw another theory saying that basically that cut off arm might regrow into be another Fake Saw. So we might have to deal with two Fake Saw men. That's just a theory, but I like that theory. But anyway, this chapter was pretty calm, but also really good. I really like this chapter. I really like the setting up of Yoruden that's going on. I must say, I am very, I would be lying if I said I'm not very worried for Asa's future. I just don't see a happy ending for Asa. And listen, I love Asa, but it's looking grim. It's looking really grim. But, you know, we just gotta wait and see. There is definitely a break week next week. I'm pretty sure Fujimoto was setting up for Denji to fight Fake Saw, obviously. And obviously Fami is with Fake Saw, so Fami and Yoru will probably be fighting next chapter 2. But that's in 2 weeks from now, unfortunately. But that's kind of a good thing there's a break week, because next week I'm really busy on Tuesday with finals and stuff. So yeah, that's probably a good thing. But anyway, good chapter. Really enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. Well, not 2 weeks. I'll be uploading stuff in between then. But yeah, see you then. Bye.